Hello everyone, I'm Rashi Goyal and I am pursuing BLLB from University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, Dehradun. And currently I am a legal intern at Lexis & Company. So in today's video, I'll be talking about assignment of contracts. Assignment of contract means the transfer of the contractual rights or liabilities by a party of the contract to some other person who is not a party to the contract. For example, suppose A owes a debt to B and B owes to C. Now B can ask A to directly pay the amount to C. And if A agrees to this, then this will be an assignment of contract. Also, when we talk about the assignment of liabilities, in an assignment of contract, it is important to note that liabilities cannot be assigned. The promisor has to insist that the responsibility of the performance of the contract lies on the promisor himself. It becomes more important when the work is of personal nature and demands personalized skills like painting and singing. The promisor in that case can object to the performance of the contract which is done by some other person who is not a party to a contract. The contractual liabilities may be assigned in two ways: by the act of the party and by the operation of law. So first, let's talk about by the act of the party. Assignment with the consent of the other party and the assignee. So first point is the assignment with the consent of the party and the other assignee. For example, novation of a contract, or assignment with the consent of the other parties but without the consent of the assignee. For example, suppose A and B are the parties to a contract. They both decided to assign the liabilities to C, who is a stranger to a contract. And the assignment without the consent of the other party but with the consent of the assignee. That is a voluntary assignment. For example, suppose A and B are the parties to a contract. B assigns the liabilities to the contract to C, who is a stranger to the contract, with his consent but without the permission of A. And second is by way of operation of law. The operation of law is another mode of a valid assignment of any contractual liabilities to any stranger. Such assignment is also called involuntary assignment or an automatic assignment of contractual burdens or obligations. Such assignment may take place under certain circumstances, like on the death of the promisor, on the retirement of the partner, on insolvency of the promisor, and on winding up of the company. Now, next is the assignment of rights. The rights are assignable under a contract unless the contract is personal in nature or the rights are incapable to be assigned either by law or under any contract that is entered by the parties. The intention regarding the assignment of the rights needs to be gathered from the nature of the assignment or from the prevailing circumstances. Even when there is no prohibition as to assignment of the rights, but if the court from the facts of the case determines that there are various personal obligations under the contract, hence the right under this cannot be assigned. Now let's talk about the effect and formalities of assignment. So first is consideration. The assignment requires some form of consideration from the assigner to the assignee. In the absence of any consideration between them, the assignment will be revocable. But when an assignment is made by the way of gift, by following all the essential conditions of a gift, then it cannot be revoked. In order to make a voluntary settlement valid, the settler must do everything which, according to the nature of the property, was necessary to do in order to transfer the property. Now, second is subject to the equities. The title of the assignee is subject to all the equities that exist or arise up to the time when the notice of the assignment is given to the debtor. For instance, suppose A is the assigner and B is the assignee and C is the debtor. The assignee would not be affected by the equity of the personal nature between the assigner and the assignee. For example, the right to claim damages for the fraud which is committed by the assigner cannot be used to defeat the rights of the assignee. And the third is notice of assignment. Notice of assignment should be given to debtor. This is very useful as it binds the debtor. If the notice is not given, then the debtor could make the payment of assigner himself and will get discharged. Moreover, if notice is given, then the assignment would not be affected by any equity that may arise. Also, if the notice is paid to the assigner who has many assignments, then in that case, the notice is given to him at that point of time, then that assignment will have priority over the others if it was received later. Thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope you like it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to let me know your feedback in the comment section. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy.